Tell me about how a lot of times when a major event happens in someone's life, there's a ripple effect. It doesn't just affect the one person; it affects the people that are around them. How do you feel like your abortion affected your family, if at all, or and maybe generally speaking, how does a woman's abortion affect her family?
I think it's different for every family. Well, I'll just share first of all that I was, I'm a youth pastor, and I've been around for a while now. I'm no longer the cool 20-something that came in. I'm now the revered old lady.
Oh,
Anyways,
whatever. Come on.
no, I'm still a little goofy. That's why I'm able to still work with teenagers. But we were going to the beach last summer, and I had Caleb with us. He was in the car seat, and we were just talking, and someone asked me about it. And they said, how old would your son be? And I wasn't far enough along to know that it was a boy, but in my heart I knew his name was Tyler, and that it was a boy. And I said, I think he'd be 12. And there was a kid sitting next to me. He goes, I'm 12. And that was just weird. I just thought, to think that I would have, a 12-year-old, and I wouldn't be a new mom. I have stepkids, but it's something I would have gone through before. So you think, Caleb would have an older brother. When I would have come in with my husband, it wouldn't have just been, it had been two people bringing their families, and not just this woman who doesn't know how to do all of that. My sister doesn't want to have kids. And my mom lives in Ohio still, but to think that, Caleb may be her only grandchild, things like that, where I think how those relationships that would have been. On a different side of it, there is somebody in my family that is not present because of abortion that has affected me. And I thought, because there have been many times where I felt like isolated may not be the best word, but kind of in the life experience, and this family member would have been around my age, and I have thought to myself before, if that abortion hadn't happened, I would have someone to be able to share those kind of life experiences with, so it's those kind of things. I know other people who, I know a woman's story whose son went through a major depression because of his knowledge of his aborted siblings. So I think it affects obviously the man. The father of my abortion, I don't know where he is at this point. But I know months after the abortion, he still had the ultrasound picture, because we did go to the doctor at one time, in his wallet. So that affected him, and I'm sure that he's been, hurt because of that in some level. So, there's all kinds of things that it can, go out into the different relationships in our lives.